Today's guest, former, right? Because you don't play anymore. Former, okay.
Anymore.
Former Denver Broncos. So this is cool to have him in the building. His name is Bobby Massie. Good morning, my brother.
Hey, thank y'all for having me. Good morning to y'all.
Thanks for being here. Now, okay, this is going to be an interesting conversation because he and his wife are doing something that's amazing. If you're an outdoorsy person, or if you just love nature, or you want to get some exposure in a different way to the elements, and you guys are going deep, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Tell the people a little bit about you who may not know who you are.
Well, my name is Bobby Massie. I'm not a Colorado native, but I'm from Lynchburg, Virginia.
Yeah.
And in a nutshell, I played 10 years in the NFL for the Cardinals, for the Bears, and the Broncos. And I've been an outdoorsman my whole life, and so is my wife. She's an avid hiker, and she's real deep into mindfulness. She's from Baltimore, Maryland. And both of us came together and fell in love. Our love stories are on the internet.
You know, it happens. Yeah.
And we decided a place. We always came to Colorado like 3-4 times a year. You know, either in the off season or when I had a bye week throughout the season, just to go fishing or hiking, or just to get out here and just enjoy nature. And we came to a place, decided where we wanted to live at, and so we kept coming here, you know, throughout the years, and so we just locked in on Colorado and became home.
And you made this home. And so when you were growing up in Virginia, being exposed to elements, fishing and stuff like that, was that something part of your everyday life?
Yeah, it's just because really I'm from the middle of nowhere. So,
okay.
I mean, and it's a hobby. It's something to do. So, and if you're not doing that, you're either playing ball or grilling or.
Oh, I love shout out to grill. Can you grill, or you're good?
Sitting on the porch. Yeah, I can do a little bit. I can dabble, man. I can dabble. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, and now you got to tell us about this. What would you call it? It's not an organization. What would you call it?
It's Outfitters.
It's an Outfitters.
Yes.
Okay, explain to our listeners exactly what that is.
An Outfitters is a business that takes people on outdoor adventures or excursions. And what we specialize in, we take people on fly fishing trips, horse riding adventure excursions, backcountry hikes, food by fire experience, and we also have do yoga as well.
I love that.
So if like people don't necessarily maybe like would like to get out in nature but don't like, I don't know what is a fly fishing, but you're the expert, you kind of have this whole package deal, right?
Yeah, we do. We try to provide a little bit of everything that this great state is known for. And so even if you're not this is not one of your hobbies that you do every time or all day, every day, on the weekends, once a month, occasionally a year. Like, we provide the place that you can come do that at. Like, it don't have to be something you do every day.
Mm-hmm.
It can just
Right.
be something you just want to try out and just say, bump it. Like, I want to try something new today. And, you know, we're a place you can do that at.
That's cool. And what parts of is it like all the Denver area or?
We're all throughout the state.
Yeah.
We have public and private waters all throughout the state and access to Rocky Mountain National Park.
That's cool.
So when I'm looking here, some of my notes here, how you pride yourself on the lived experiences of Black, Navajo, and Tongan guides. Can you go a little bit deeper as to what that means?
Because majority of our guides are minority, which being we do have a lot of Black.
Yeah.
We have a Tongan and a Navajo guide.
Nice.
And they're all from this state, and they're amazing, great people. And another thing we like to highlight is, speaking of minorities, we like to do a land acknowledgement. And just because a lot of places you go, like even if you go to McDonald's down the street, like at one point that McDonald's wasn't there.
That's right.
You know, so everything wasn't here at one point, and even every now and then you just think about it, like who was here?
Who was here? Yeah.
There was people here before Denver became Denver, and so we like to give people that information about who was here, what they did, this is where they live, this is where they ate. Just it's not turning into a school, but you know what I mean, just
history, really.
Yeah, just history. You know, just information that we have if it's something that you want.
Is it? Can you just search that anywhere, or do you have to? You know what I mean? Is that for anyone to go seek themselves? Can they find that history?
Yeah, anybody
for any land that where you are.
Yeah, anybody can go find it. And you just gotta
awesome.
You just gotta look it up, and if it's something that's interesting,
you can find out what it is.
Yeah, you can find the information.
Another thing I really liked when looking through your website is that you were talking about the need to diversify, like the outdoorsy experience, right?
Yeah.
There's a certain picture that comes to mind when you think of someone who likes to go hiking or fishing or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily what it is.
Yeah. When you think of anything in the outdoors, whether it's camping, four-wheeling, fishing, hunting, the first person you see when it pops in your mind or you look at an advertisement or anything, Instagram, Facebook, is a Caucasian person.
That's right. Go ahead and say it. You can say it, Bobby. We good.
It's a white person.
Yeah, you don't see. Yes, you don't see us.
It's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing at all.
And I mean, it's all cool, fine, and dandy. But minorities are in the outdoors as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like as well. We hunt, we fish, we ride four-wheelers, we do ride horses. We do hike, we do everything just like everyone else. It's just, just in advertisements, and we just exclude it from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a small population and a small percentage, because a lot of the times, if you don't see yourself doing it, you're not going
to gravitate toward it.
Yeah,
right.
and a large percentage of minorities live in cities. Mm-hmm. And so, a lot of people don't want to venture out into the outdoors because it's foreign to them. And, you know what I mean? That's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no judging. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just the opportunity. Like, for us with Wanderland, is we like to connect and reconnect people with the outdoors, and show them it's a different side to everyday life, and being outdoors in nature is something that all people need, and once you get outside, and everybody's been to a park, everybody's been in the woods, and it's a feeling that you feel when everybody's seen a deer or a bird. It's something that you feel when you see that, you know what I mean? It's out of the norm, and it reconnects you and it makes you feel good.
And I like that how you're talking about reconnecting, because what it made me think while you were talking is that, there's a lot to all of us as people of color are connected to the land in some way.
Yes.
But we don't necessarily think about that very often. And then it is, like you say, if you don't see people like you represented in those spaces, it is hard for you to feel connected. But when you get out there, man, it's something much deeper than just like, oh, it feels nice and fresh outside or whatever, like it's spiritual.
It is, most definitely. And there's one thing that me personally, that it's become more than a hobby. It's I fish and I've hunted my entire life, but since I've changed my profession, since I retired from my career that basically I spent my whole life doing, I've needed the outdoors. It's become more of a healing vessel than a recreational vessel for me. And it's like my wife, she does the mindful meditative side of that.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now. A lot of stuff, breath work, all kinds of stuff. Yeah,
and it's not new to me anymore. It's not a foreign thing. But when me and my wife first got together, it was never something I never meditated, never really. Only time I'm closing my eyes when I'm going to sleep.
Right.
And so, but it's something that people need, just to take that moment and just to acknowledge yourself and the space around you. It's very common, and a lot of people don't know how to do it. But you can do it. Just go outside. Just take your socks and shoes off. Just stand in the grass and just close your eyes and just listen to what's around you.
That part.
Like, that can take you to a different environment. You don't got to climb to a top of a mountain just to get outside and enjoy nature. Nature's right outside.
It's right out here. Yeah,
it's right outside. Yeah. So
just paying attention.
It's just, focusing.
I want to ask this because I think you're saying some very important things here. The mindfulness that you have in what you guys are doing for you and your wife, did it bring you closer together? And that's one part. And the second part, for your mental health, right? Because being a former player, that's a grind. There's a lot to go through, and on your body, spirit, and mind.
Well, the first part, yes, this creating this, being mindful, and going through this whole process with my wife. Yes, it's brought us closer because it's made me realize who she is as a person, and it made me not have such a one-track mind in our relationship. Like, it's not, everything's not hot and cold. You know, sometimes
It's in the middle.
It's right in the middle sometimes. You know, and you know, it teaches me how to deal with her in a way that she's okay with. You know what I mean?
And it's healthy for both of you.
Yeah, and it's very healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody's not the same way, and everybody deals with things differently. You know what I mean? And so every day is a different day, and it's helped me with myself as well, because not to say I have an anger problem, but I've been in an aggressive state.
That's right.
For so long.
Talk about that, because that's important, man. You're out there taking off necks.
Yeah, for so long.
I'm sorry, but it's real.
Yeah, my temper is quite short, and so and she has helped me with this as well, with meditating and just learning to take a moment and just to breathe. Like, you can't exert on the world the first thing that comes to your mind, you know what I mean, or the first reaction that you feel in your body, you know what I mean, because that can get you in a lot of trouble. And when you don't use your brain and you just reacting and not thinking, like, it could put you in places that you don't need to be in, you know what I mean. And I had to learn that, because the world I come from, quote unquote, is not like everyday society. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can't, the things I did on an everyday basis to people, I can't do every day anymore. You know what I mean? That's not acceptable.
That's a true story.
Yeah, so it was just something I had to learn. And it brought me and my wife closer together, but because both of us were, it just made our love deeper. It just made it stronger, and both of us just learned each other. It's like we learned a different side of each other that we didn't know. And then starting a business brought us closer together. It was something that we never done before. We never, all these permits, it's a whole different side to this stuff, like getting permits and talking to people and breaking down a barrier that obviously that once they see us, it's a little different from the people they normally deal with. And so getting them to feel comfortable off of, you know what I'm saying?
Right, perception.
The first impressions, you know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, oh, y'all ain't so bad, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so, and how it's helped me transition from my career, like I spoke on that a little bit, it's, I used to meditate a little bit towards the end of my career, because me and my wife, we got together during the second half of my career, and it took my game to another place while I was playing, just to sit and focus. And I was a nervous person before I played. Like, I threw up 2-3 times before every game. I feel like I can't do it, right? Even though I've been balling all week long. Like, but as soon as the light's about to come on, my brain tells me, like, you don't know how to do this. Like, you about to go get dogged right out here. Like, we can't do this. Why are we out here? Like,
does that make you play more aggressive though?
Once I got with my wife, and she would write me notes. She would write me letters before every game, because throughout the week she would watch me about everything I did. We watched film together. I talk about the playbook. Anything that happened throughout the week, she was right there and she watched everything.
Wow.
And she would send me a long letter before the game, and I would read it. And me reading that would stop my heart from beating so much. My heart would leave out my throat and go back down to my chest. And just those words of affirmation. Like, obviously, physically, I can go out and get the job done, but mentally, without seeing her words, I mentally felt like I couldn't do it, or no matter the amount of preparation, like I wasn't I was Clark Kent. Yeah,
that's a beautiful connection, though.
Yeah,
that you can explain it that way. I love that.
Yeah, she turned me into Superman.
Yeah, shout out to give her a shout out, man. We got to applaud her.
Shout out to my wife.
Shout out to the wife holding it down. That's wonderful.
But I really liked, I feel like it's timely that you're here because Sugar Bear and I were talking yesterday that June is Men's Mental Health Month.
Yes.
And the way you were talking about your experiences in the wilderness, right? How that has impacted your mental health. Have you seen, well, I mean, I don't know if you're with people long enough to see changes in them, but have you noticed any of that in anyone that's done some of these trips with
Awakenings,
you?
yeah.
Yeah, we've seen, we just see people that's come from the everyday hustle and bustle of life and work, and then the everyday stresses of life puts on you. And the thing that we like to, my whole motto and mindset is, once you get here, just let us deal with everything. You know, you're not here to focus on work or home. You know, once you're here, be here in the moment. You know, that's what. And yeah, we've seen people just get wrapped up in the location we're in, and just the fishing or whatever we're doing, the hiking, or if it's a food by fire experience, people enjoying themselves, just sitting around enjoying nature while the food's being prepared, and you smell the food cooking. You see me preparing everything and giving little bites to eat, throughout.
And you explained everything, kind of going like through. Yeah, I love that, man.
And the meals being prepared. Giving you menus and keeping you with refreshments and everything. But yeah, we try to. That's the whole luxury aspect that we tied to it, and we did that. That was my wife, because luxury will get people outside. When you hear that, you're not thinking about a tent and a sleeping bag.
You're not trying to rough
anymore.
it.
Right.
Yeah, you're not roughing it, and a lot of people, that's what keeps them from being outside. Especially women. A lot of women don't want to be hot or bugs or deal with the elements. You know what I mean? But it's a lot that we can't control just because it's nature. But we like to add like a little. We like to add things that makes it more luxurious. We have tents, keep our clients cool, bare bones chairs and tables to keep them comfortable, and provide brewmate coolers that we keep full with.
Nice.
And mint cucumber water, and stuff. So. Just things that you don't normally see outside and things you don't normally get, that's what we like to provide, and that was pretty good so far. People like it, and just learn, just watch the tape and learn, and
I love it.
Just keep improving.
Can you let all our listeners know right now if they want to reserve or book one of these experiences? What would they have to do? What's the website? If you have social media, all of that, just in case they're interested in this.
Oh yeah, if anybody out there, you want to just get outside, try something new, you hike, fish, horse ride, food by fire experience. And yoga. We're at WanderlandOutdoors.com, and we're also on Instagram at Wanderland Outdoors. And excuse me. Please, don't be intimidated, man.
Don't be, step into it.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things, especially our people. We don't like to do nothing new. And you know what I mean? We'll look at things from afar, and we like to judge. You know what I mean? But nah, man, come on, get y'all butt outside, man. Like get out, see some sunshine, and see something new, man, and just experience it. And you can say once you do it, it can become something You can light a fire up under you, but if not, you can just say you done it and it ain't for you.
It ain't for you, but at least try it.
Yeah, at least try it.
I'm gonna have to tell myself that because I think I want to try this.
You only live once. Like you eat new foods every
You
every
definitely
other day.
try
I mean,
something
he's
different.
cooking. Huh?
Yeah, if he cooking, you know,
so-
and the menu looks great. This
It does.
again, this website is Wander, so it's WANDER Land Outdoors, correct?
Yes.
.com. Okay.
Uh-huh.
If you need more information, you can text us and we'll give it to you, man. Thank you for sharing this. I think this is an important. I don't want to call it a movement, but I think it's just important to the culture that you're exposing people in general to the outdoors and to nature, and especially us of color, black and brown, like to be exposed to and to try something new, as you said.
Yeah, it's just something different. It was just something that we felt like the outdoor industry needed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we out here, man.
Yeah,
And-
we out here.
And so, and we here to stay, and we just want to provide, a platform for our employees and a business, for our customers, that we open to everybody. If we're not just saying just because
That's right.
we're on a minority platform right now, or just because the business is run by minorities. No, it's for the outdoors is for everyone. You know what I mean? I want to put that out there. We're not just saying, oh, black,
Right.
black versus white. You know what I'm saying? None of that. None of that. No. The outdoors don't got a color to the fall, and so, yeah, please come out. Black, white, purple, green, yellow,
All the colors.
yeah, you all welcome. We love you, and come out and have a good time, man.
Thank you so much for sharing that information. Again, representation matters, man. So thank you and your wife for what you guys are doing. For real.
Thank her, man. It's all Angel Massie. I'm
Yeah.
just a part of the team.
Shout out Angel Massie.